Foundation I'm wearing today is the Fenty foundation in 400. Now, this is my first time actually using 400. I bought 2 of them. And if you guys saw my last review, if you didn't see it, I'll link it in the description box so you can check that out. I use 420, which is this one right here. And then today I use 400. When I did the review on 420, it was looking a little bit red in my opinion. Some of you guys thought it was, you know, a good match for me, but in person, it looked a little bit red, and my undertone is yellow, as you can tell by my chest, and my hands and my chest are 2 different complexion, as you guys can see. But I try to match my chest more than my hand, because nobody walks around with their hands like this to their face. So if you're looking right now, it looks a little bit orange. Don't get me wrong, the foundation is beautiful, it wears beautiful. It's just the undertone. For me, I'm not getting my perfect undertone, so I already have 2. Now I don't want to go out and buy another one, so I'm just gonna have to work with these and see. The next time I use these, I'll try and mix them to see if I get a better match. Yeah, just to let you know. So we're just gonna move forward. So I went to Sephora and I got a few things from the Fenty line. So I have the powder, and I did pick up the, which one did I get? Pick up the honey. I was thinking I wanted the banana when I saw the review online. Mostly people of color tend to want a banana setting powder for their under eye, but when I saw it in person, it was way too yellow, so that wasn't gonna do. So I got honey, and then I picked up the concealer. I didn't wear any makeup into the store because I wanted to get a good match. Now, when I was trying the swatches, one of the girls there actually was telling me to get 370, and then I was like, I don't know, you know, it wasn't gonna highlight, it was just like my skin color, so I didn't take her advice. And then I went to another girl and she suggested that I get 350. When I tried the 350, it was a little bit ashy, so I was like, no, I want something, you know, a little bit more warm. So I decided on getting the 360. So none of the girls there really helped me out. They all chose different things, and believe it or not, they actually wanted me to buy a different brand. Some were saying that the concealers, even the foundation, they were pulling too red, and you know, it was too matte, and they were just on and on. I was like, do you work for Fenty? You're trying to discourage me from buying it. So this is 360. They have a wide range. I think 50 concealers and now 50 foundations. I know they try to make it a little bit more easy to matching up the foundation with the concealers. A lot of us want a brighter under eye. I know I do. Enough of me rambling. Let me just go ahead and put this on. Okay, so that's how it's looking. I want to do one eye at a time and see how I like it. I'm going to use my sponge to blend it out, and this is just a beauty sponge from Primark. It's already damped. I use it for my foundation. I'm using the same one for the concealer. Okay, so that blend really nicely. No effort blending that out whatsoever. It's very moisturizing under my eye. Hardly touching my face with the sponge. I'm just barely touching it, and look at that, blends really nicely with the foundation, which makes sense, you know, it's the same line. It's not like a super highlighted look, but I like it. I think it's a really natural everyday type of concealer, and a little goes a long way. Really didn't take that much at all. I wouldn't say it's super full coverage. I would say it's buildable. So I'm gonna try, just for the purpose of the video, and see how it builds. It does settle in my fine lines because I do have fine lines under my eye, so it does settle. Every concealer does that with me, and if you do have fine lines, it makes sense that the concealer is going to set into the fine lines. It's a really pretty concealer. You don't need to blend this concealer too much. It sits really nicely on the skin. Powder, and this is the packaging. Packaging is really nice, and this was $32. You can definitely see. Wow. So the cover is actually like a mirror, and then it has a little FB holes on the powder. It's just for Fenty Beauty, and then you just peel off the plastic here to get the powder. I'm going to use my brush to set under my eye. So you just tap the little hole and the powder comes out. Not too much, so it's not too messy. I'm just doing a little at a time. If you're my skin complexion or darker, then I think the honey would be perfect. Like, you don't want the banana. It's gonna be too yellow. So that's the powder. On camera, it looks really smooth and flawless. In person, it's looking a tad bit dry, guys. Just a tad. I'm not gonna lie to you. And this concealer is really creasing. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. So make sure that you blend out the concealer before you actually go in with your powder, because it's gonna set with those creases. I think I like the powder better than the concealer, guys. I'm not even joking. This is how the powder is looking on top of the concealer. So far so good. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back. So this is a finished face, guys. I have on the Fenty foundation, Fenty concealer, the Fenty powder, and the Fenty lip gloss. So I have on 4 products from Fenty, almost like a full face of Fenty. So now, guys, what do I think about the concealer? I think it's a really nice concealer. Do I think it's a must-have that you must run out and get it? You know, it's gonna change your life or anything like that? I don't think so. It really creases really badly, and it creases really quickly. That's not like a deal breaker for me, but it may be for someone else. I'm just letting you guys know. This is a really small bottle. Get 8 ml, which is 0.27 fluid ounces. This is not a lot, and this is $26. They could have made this a little bit bigger, in my opinion, for what you're paying for it. However, for the powder, I'm gonna run out of this anytime soon. This is 28 grams, so I think this is a lot and can go very far. Let me know what you think of the concealer, if you guys are going to pick it up, if you like the shade that I'm wearing, if you think it's a good match. Let me know your comments in the comment section. If you think this video was helpful and you learned something, I'd really appreciate it if you thumbs up this video and share it with someone that you think it will be helpful to, and also share it with your friends and family. Just go ahead and share the video. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, I would love it if you go ahead and subscribe, and while you're there, turn on that little bell. That's just gonna make sure that as soon as I do an upload, you're the first to know. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah.